Hey guys, Fazzy back here, and it is finally time for episode 23 of our Calgary Flames franchise mode here on NHL 24. And today we have the NHL entry draft and free agency episode. So again, another unfortunate playoff exit here for us, this time being in the second round to the Wild. We have some tough choices to make here. We have a lot of guys at the top here making quite a bit of money. Huberdeau, he's going to end up getting bought out, I can tell you that right now. We probably could trade him, but I don't think that's really super realistic. Peltier, probably another guy that gets moved, just making too much money for where he's playing. And then looking at our expiring guys here, Markkanen here, we need to get him to a contract, and he's going to ask for some money here. Outside of that, it's not horrible, but we still will need to fill some of those holes. A guy like Stammer, when I was simming up to the draft date here, did end up retiring, so that's a big loss for us, unfortunately. So let's jump into the draft here. Let's get everything set up here. Sharks drafting first overall once again here. Just drafting Celebrini here in real life. They do have the first overall pick here again in 2029 now, I believe we're in, so let's find some trades here. So salary-wise, Peltier, we know we're not bringing him back. What can we get here? Urson, second and a third from Boston. It's not bad. We can get the 30th overall pick from Detroit. That's not too bad either. You can probably still get a medium top 6 player with that. Honestly, yeah, let's just go and get that, the 30th overall pick for Peltier. He was a very solid player for us here this whole run, but unfortunately it is time to make those tough choices, he being one of them that will have to go. Outside of that, honestly, I think we're fine with trading away guys for now. Like I said, Huberdeau is going to get bought out. And goaltending-wise here, yeah, we should be fine with the goalies. So we can probably start making our picks here. So 19th, that would be our pick. I'll just scroll back here. You guys can see all the drafted players here. Medium franchise going to the Sharks, 84 overall. It's a very good player. Who is available to us here? So we have Lang, Ulrich. Both medium top 6s, again, they're probably all going to be a very similar player at this range. Smolinski down there, another two-way forward, 3 years out. Not seeing anything too crazy. We honestly could just draft Wolski here. Say it's the brother of our Wolski. Honestly, why not? Let's just do that. Going to be a similar player to everyone around here. Medium top 6, 65. I'm totally alright with that. So going on to pick number 30 now. We should be able to get one more medium top 6 guy, hopefully here. Sorting by potential. No guaranteed medium elite. Goalie that might be a little bit later on. Maybe a low elite there at the end of the draft. But honestly, it definitely looks to be a bit of a weaker draft class once again this year. We can also just probably go Swanson here. 3 years out, probably 65, I'm guessing, somewhere around there. And yeah, medium top 6, 65 overall. So probably going to be a trade ship. I will admit that we are probably closing in on the end of this franchise mode here as we approach NHL 25. What else can we do here? We have Yzerman, low top 6. Anyone else here that we can maybe go with instead of that? Low top 6s don't really develop too well here. There is some trade value in just drafting them and trading them, but I would prefer maybe going someone else here if there is anyone else available here. Yzerman, honestly, I don't know. I see Rivers down there again, another low top 4. Honestly, let's just go this Pettersson guy. There's a chance that he's medium top 6, medium top 9, but there was a chance with him being a better potential. And we actually have a pick, just like 2 picks later, so just go Yzerman here, whatever. Rodrigo Yzerman from the Niagara there. He is the low top 6 that we are expecting. Continue on here with the draft. 5th round pick. Can maybe go with that goalie now. That's not too much of a reach. 30 picks, whatever. He had a pretty good year this last year, not a great year before that. 19 years old. Brock Neal there. 50 overall medium elite. So we did hit on the potential. He is an overager and not the best overall, but I'll definitely take that for sure. So going on here, what else do we have available to us? Sorting by potential, we have Ralph McGillis there. He is a gem as well. We have Dampus. He's going to be later on. Let's maybe go McGillis here. Another goalie. And another medium elite. There we go. I didn't see his age, but 47 overall, once again, isn't great. Likely to never play in the NHL. And going on to our last pick here. I believe this is our last pick. Go Vincent Damphousse. That's pretty funny, and he is a low top 6, so that's going to do it for our entry draft here today. Got some players that, they're not too bad, especially in the first round there, but is there anyone who's going to really play on our team? That's hard to say right now. So all the scouts, everything coming up, let me take care of this quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so scouts are all taken care of, and I've actually started the re-sign stage a little bit just on some of the lower end players, just to save some time here. Markkanen, currently we don't have the money for. I haven't bought out Huberdeau just yet. Can wait on him. Deneau, he's not asking for a lot of money. He could be a very solid 4th line center. Samuel Honzek, again, not asking for too much, but we definitely have to be aware of how much money we currently have. Luosterainen, he's gone. Dickinson, yeah, he's probably gone at this point. Yeah, I think almost basically all these guys here, we can more or less find them. Nikolaev here, he's been pretty good in the AHL, putting up some points. But outside of that, yeah, I've just gone through and just sent out the entry-level deals, and cut the really bad guys, so just saving a little bit of time there. Back is definitely want to give him his qualifying offer. And then, let's see here. So Huberdeau here, making 10.5, it's his buyout. So 4 years, double the length at 3.5. It's a pretty good saving right there. That frees us up a good $7 million bucks. So thank you, Huberdeau. You've been here this whole time. Obviously coming over in the Tkachuk trade, but we are going to be buying you out now. So that will definitely give us some more money here. Now we can start spending on some of these guys now that we kind of know the amounts that we have available. So Deneau, you take like 1.65, will definitely bring you back. Probably drop off a bit. See what our money situation is looking like here before we offer Markkanen his contract. So all the scouts and all the staff, everything here, they will just be signing on here. Solovyov says no to no. Looks like everybody else here is saying yes. That's expected, just all the young guys. So Solovyov, I'll just give him extra 100 grand or so. That should be able to get him back. Then Honzek, again, he was pretty cheap. Again, just 1.65. That should be fine. And then Markkanen here. Let's maybe go 6 years with him. Again, we probably could max him out, but with it being closer to the end of the franchise, we can maybe get him a little bit cheaper here at 5.650. See what they all say to that. Solovyov, yes. Honzek, yes. And Markkanen, yes. There we go. So all our business taken care of. We still have a good $5 million bucks. And goaltending wise, yeah, we are all good to jump into free agency now. So let's go see who is available, everything like that, and see what moves we want to make to this team. So contract-wise, let's just take a look at any extensions here first. I always like to do that. Nothing too much coming up. Baron Brucewick's bottom pair. We'll have about $8 million bucks for next year. Definitely probably could get them both locked up, but bottom pair defenders, it's not the end of the world. Olsen there, we also could lock him up, but backup goalie, that's probably okay just for the moment. So I do have one trade that I have been looking to make here for really the last year. Haven't really decided to pull the trigger till now, so let me get that all finalized here and I'll come back to you guys when I have it all laid out. Alright, so this one does hurt, but I am looking to trade Mackenzie Weegar. He's 35 years old now. He's still 90, but he's going to start dropping off soon. He's on a very reasonable contract, 6.250. We have Santiago Frank, medium elite prospect, former 3rd round pick of ours, 91st overall. Again, solid player, solid prospect for them. Peter Mischenko here. He is another pretty solid player for us, former 2nd round pick just about a year ago, I believe, and a second in exchange for Logan Hensler. So I think this trade somewhat makes sense. We're getting younger on the blue line. The Islanders are a buying team, so they're getting Weegar cost controlled. They'll have to sign Hensler, and yeah, we're really overpaying here with prospects and all that stuff. So let's see what they say. The New York Islanders, what do you say to this trade offer? Lou Lamoriello accepts this trade. So again, that does hurt losing Mackenzie Weegar. He's been here this whole time, just like Huberdeau. But as these guys are getting older and are going to start dropping off pretty soon here, like being 35, you can't really expect too many more great years from him. So Hensler here, have to give him his contract now after that trade. Can maybe do a 5-6 year deal to match Markkanen, maybe save a little money. That opens up now, $10.5 million bucks. Definitely can make a few more moves here in free agency and try and really just strengthen the depth of this team. So now that all those moves are finally made, we are ready to actually jump into free agency. Faber is the top player available, at least money-wise. Mikanov there, the franchise guy. He is a restricted free agent, though. Goaltending-wise, nothing too crazy this year. 84 is the top player. Defensively, though, Heiskanen, Faber, a lot of very solid defensemen hitting the market this year. Again, we're just kind of going bargain bin shopping here. We have about $5 million bucks with once Hensler signs to kind of ice a team around the rest of our guys. So yeah, really just looking for more or less cheaper guys here. Defensively, it's always tough just because I always ask for more. Will Skahan, I believe that's how you say his name. 81 overall, he's a draft pick in real life here. Looking for not very much money here, so we'll definitely give him that offer. Outside of that, defensively, we're probably fine. Wingers here, right winger, Kaliev, that's interesting. We'll wait on him for now. Chinikov as well. It's a pretty cheap contract on both of those guys. Can probably use one of them for the third line, at least one third line winger. Also looking for a fourth line winger. O'Connor, we did have him before. He's up to an 82 now, not asking for too much money. Honestly, that might be a good play. Let's kind of maybe see what he has done here the past couple of years since leaving Calgary. So he played here, 25, 26. Didn't do great, but he did pretty good in San Jose in the years past. So give him 1 year, 1.250. I think that's pretty fair. Then going to the left wing side, there's Huberdeau asking for just under $2 million bucks. Scott Laughton, that could be interesting. Again, he's a little bit older, might drop off a little bit, but he's a pretty good guy for that bottom six. Fedotov there as well. Honestly, some not bad options. Luosterainen 1.7, he dropped off from last year. Honestly, I kind of am going towards Scott Laughton here. Just a good vet for the fourth line, can be a part of that shutdown fourth line. So 1.650, we'll see what he says to that. And then a center here, Geeky 1.8. It's not bad. Again, we kind of want to save our money here with the fourth line center, I think. Might not even play depending on the depth chart, who grows and everything. Like JG Pajot, it's not bad. 87 faceoffs. It's pretty solid. Asking for a little bit of money. Evans actually, 83 faceoff, asking for league minimum, so that's even better. Just one overall point lower. I'm totally good with that. So just get a couple of days ahead here, and then we can take a look at free agency and see who's still available, who we might be interested in. So O'Connor accepts, Evans, Laughton, Skahan, all these guys accepting their contracts, which is good to see. And Hensler says no. So that is the one guy that we still have to get signed here, at least on the RFA side of things. Still have over $9 million bucks. What kind of deal would make sense for him? As Kaliev still out there, honestly, Johnny Gaudreau could maybe look to bring him back to Calgary. That could be a pretty cool storyline as well. It's either him or Kaliev, I think. I think just for the storyline, probably give Gaudreau the offer. Could be the guy that replaces Huberdeau. Still putting up some points. Honestly, Gaudreau, what would you take on a 1 year, 1.2750? Let's see what you say. Let's go 1.2 or 2.850 and see what you say to that. Then Hensler, what can we do here? Let's just go maybe 5 years instead of 6. Get the money down a little bit, 5.5, and see what both those guys say. We should have the money for both of them, plus a little bit extra. So we get some trade offers coming in. Say no to all of these. Trying to get Kessel from us, not going to happen. As everyone is offering us deals here. The Jets trying to get Neil from us. That's not going to happen. Gaudreau says no and goes to Detroit, and Hensler also says no. So both offers we made were rejected there. So forward-wise, who's still available for us here? Is Kaliev still there? He is. Coleman still there. Could bring him back. Kaliev the 85. I think we got to make the play on him. Teams are interested, so let's just do something now. 3.350 for 2 years. Could probably be in that top 9. Be a very solid piece for us there. And then Hensler, let's just get you locked up here. 5 years at 5.650. Hopefully that'll be enough to finally get you under contract. As Kaliev right away, there we go. He accepts his offer. It's good to see. We get a pretty good scoring winger there for not too much. McMorrow, that was just one of our qualified players. And Logan Hensler, there we go. He accepts his 5-year contract there. So I like that contract quite a bit, getting a good defensive defenseman all locked up on this team. But honestly, I think that's all we really had to do this offseason. It's nothing too crazy here, so I'm going to sign a couple of just two-way guys, get all the RFAs, everything like that done, and then I'll meet back with you guys at the preseason where all the lineups will be set. Alright, so back at preseason here, have everything set up as kind of how I want to see it. So you have Iginla, Hagens, Rantanen. Unfortunately, Hagens and Rantanen have started dropping off after not great years. Wolski, Zari, Coronado, Zari also dropping off. Hanzik Liedeker, he was our first round pick in 2027. He's also an 85, that's amazing. He'll be playing with Kaliev, O'Connor, Deneau, and Lawton as that really good shutdown fourth line. Markkanen, Dickinson letting the young guys play, giving them all the ice time here. Hensler, Anderson, he also could move up, but we lose the chemistry unfortunately, so leave it as is. And Brusewicz and Barron on the third pairing. Then goaltending, no change there. Dustin Wolf and Eric Olson. So let's just get through the preseason here, and other than that, I think that's all we have to do in this episode. So let's just get through to the end of the Sharks game there. See how this team is looking here. Again, we haven't always had the best preseasons, as it doesn't look like we're having a great one here as well. Finishing 2-4-1 in the preseason. Take a look at some of the individual stats and kind of see what is going on here. So again, leading the way, 8 points. Hagens, Rantanen, Kaliev, Wolski, Liedeker there had 3. Zari only had 3. Again, everyone just kind of doing mid. They're doing whatever. It's kind of how these top guys have been playing on this team. Defensively, everything looks good. It was just the bottom pairing that was a negative. Outside of that, we are fine. And then in the net, Dustin Wolf and Olsen, they did pretty good. They did really all you can ask for. So there's a look at everything in the preseason for us, finishing 2-4-1 there. But I think that is going to do it for today's episode of our Calgary Flames franchise mode here. Again, I'm not sure how many more of these we're going to do here before NHL 25, so definitely keep your eyes on the channel, and I'll see what we can do up until release. But that will do it for today's video. I'll see you all in the next one.